Need some coffee. Oh, I washed my face, so I took my ring off. How's everybody doing? Okay, it looks funny. The photo that I put here is me on the unicorn, and all you see is the horse's head. That looks comical. Let's get our goodies out. Um, no joke. I woke up and then I went back to sleep. The kittens are fucking adorable, and it's 100% my fault that I'm not getting good sleep. But I don't know if you guys, it's like they're kitten crack. Like, I don't want to, like, I know that I could have them in the other room and get a good night's sleep and then open it up and they would be totally fine because they have each other, and that's why we got two kittens. But I mean, fuck, I just love them too much. And so I haven't been getting really good sleep. So we're gonna sip some coffee, do some skincare. Also, because of just adopting the kittens, I know this is not a much of a breakout, and in fact, if you see it, if I don't know if you saw my live last night, it was a lot worse. So I just wanted to show you guys after a day. Oh wait, really quick, let me take a screenshot because I love finding stuff that works, that has good products, ingredients, and good price point. Mueller, thank you for the follow. Do you know Bluey? I do know of Bluey. I do not have baby humans of my own yet. Next month will be my 1 year anniversary of having my second brain surgery. So I've been kind of busy healing instead of making the babies. Elizabeth, which is a topic. I mean, last year before I had my brain scan come back, I was like, I'm 35, crazy beautiful. I love the good morning to everyone. Roblex Edit, thank you for the follow. If you follow me while I'm live, I will follow you back. I will give the caveat that once I get to 10K, I do go through my followers. And if you don't at least have a profile picture, I do eventually unfollow. Because if you can't even put a picture up, come on. Come on. And Lorraine Shields, thank you for the follow. I don't know why on TikTok they limit how many people you can follow. I think it's kind of crazy. But yeah, so I say I heal loudly because I know what it's like to suffer in silence. And I got misdiagnosed with my first brain aneurysm, which ruptured and turned into a hemorrhagic stroke. So it's Stroke Awareness Month, and I had a stroke at 28. I thought my life was over. My boyfriend at the time broke up with me. He said, this is too much. I was living at home with my parents. I was working in special education. I was applying for my master's in speech pathology, and my guidance counselor was like, I don't know if you can do this. And I will tell you, Bryson, thank you. Any other time in my recovery, I've always told, if people tell me I can't do something, I'm like, watch me. Like, my doctor told me, you'll never be able to walk both your dogs again because they're huge. And I'm like, now watch me, motherfucker. I'm going to do it and I'm going to record it. I did sorry. What? We're not apologizing for things. Okay, I still need the caffeine thing. Oh, I put away the things after I used them. So, yeah, I was telling everybody after the second brain surgery, I'm like, I really want a baby. But after doing some more shadow work and soul searching, I realized, girlfriend, you're just feeling the pressure of your age. If I was 30 or 28, I would not be saying, yes, I want to have a baby right now. And I understand those of you who have babies are going to say, as my mom says, there's never a good time. You can never plan for a baby. However, even the doctors say if you have had a surgery, it takes about 2 years. Can I be a mod, please? I'll follow. That just sounds kind of weird. It's like you want to moderate for me, but you've never followed. So you're like, hey, I'll moderate for you and then I'll give you a follow. Like, no, thank you. I appreciate it, but I don't really need moderators. In fact, my friend Elizabeth, if I do, I have friends that are on other platforms and they'll pop over here, but I love to thank you, Cheese Puff. I love to kind of give people a second chance. Usually, most trolls I like to say I love to flip a troll. I've had people come on and try to be mean, and I talk to them, and hey, they just need some fucking attention, right? But this dope ass bitch, fuck yes, I love your handle name. And Lucy Wagner, thank you for the follow. Um, that caffeine solution, I'm just going to tell you, I know I still have puffy eyes. Um, Oh, yes, I love it. I love when the trolls who come on and they wanna be mean, and then they try and stay here because 'cause I'm like, "You're not gonna bother me." So, like, just to let you know, we don't do that anymore. I don't have to say anything about that. Um, just because I have a deeper voice does not mean anything, but I appreciate the compliment because I actually do have a lot of friends who are transgender, and they're actually they paid some fucking money and they look good. This luckily, God graced me with it all. I joked with my mom. I said, in my high school, everybody else was getting boob jobs and nose jobs, and the good Lord gave me tiggle bitties and this nose, so I did not. If and do I ever have plastic surgery, I will be totally open. I will be one of those creators who takes you in and takes you on, and you can see it. Um, but I am bisexual. I came out later in life. Yes, my husband is supportive. My family was like, "What does this mean? Are you getting divorced?" No. As my husband said it so beautifully to his uncle who was trying to shame him, because his uncle said, "Don't you find it disrespectful that Tawny said that she's bi?" And he said, or I see it as your wife just says no to half the population. My wife has to say no to like 100%. So I am a supportive here. Thank you for the heart. Um, and see, he went away. If not, I would have blocked him. Um, but it's just silly. And especially when I first started going live, I got that all the time. All the freaking time. And I used to try to defend myself, like, no, I'm a girl. Like, what do these trolls want? They want me to be like, no, here are my real girls. See, they're not fake. It's like, no, I don't have to do that. No, thank you. Mm. I am, you know what? I'm doing better now. The coffee's hitting, the mushies are mushing. I'm doing some makeup we're gonna do. This was a gift, and look at how freaking cute if you are a fellow gardener. And I apologize over on, I know I'm on Facebook and YouTube. I see Elizabeth's comment, but I don't see anybody else's. So if you're like, I'm saying shallow to Tawny and she's being rude and not talking back, you know that I don't do that. So I am on also TikTok. I'm not on Instagram right now, but you are the best and love you. Elizabeth, I love you. In fact, I actually thought of you and Rich. Have you guys haven't seen, I don't, it's probably not the most recent South Park episode, but they did an episode on the fucking healthcare system. And as someone with a chronic and an invisible illness, I get a lot of fun. And I know, Elizabeth, you battle that, and I have to thank you through the years how much strength you have given me. Um, and all of you guys. So that is why I share, because there has definitely been plenty of times where, you cry and you just are like, fuck, I don't even know anymore. And then I'm like, I get some great perspective. I think of all you guys and I'm like, you know what? I'm overcoming my anxiety every day. We're doing all these amazing things. And I look at how far I've come and it's freaking shocking. So, how are you guys? I know it was a holiday weekend and then it's Friday, it's the end of the month. So, you know, the stress, the fun, because it feels like, what? We just paid rent. What? We have to do it again. Also, kind of why we want to move. We are going to watch it tonight. Good. Um, actually, I think I know, surprise, surprise, I have purple in my hair that I am drawn to this purple, but uh, I think we want to try it. And if it's like the other glitteries, I think I might want to just use my finger. And you can come for me, but this is my own palette. So, oh yeah. Oh, yes. Because sometimes, you know what I mean? These glittery ones, like, they don't come on as pretty. Oh, I can make a mermaid. Oh, I'm going to do Ariel. This is totally her Ariel top. And then wait, this blue, that one. Danny, hello. Ah, thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the rose. You know, my middle name's Tawny Rose, right? And I have my second tattoo is my belt of roses. I have roses that go all the way around. Bow, bow. It's funny. I can tell. Is anyone else noticing? Like, okay, I used to say I would never wear high waisted pants. Now, as I'm getting older, I'm like, oh, I see why these are great. My tattoo, my pants used to show the bottom of these like little vines, and now sometimes you don't even see my fucking tattoo. I'm just like, oh my god. Does anybody else have a tattoo like that? I love my high waisted yogas, right? Roses are your favorite. Do you have a color that you love? I love roses, but I will be honest, I always tell people not to buy them for me because usually it's like someone wants to get them on Valentine's Day when they like rack up the price of them. So I'm like, don't waste money on that. So I'm trying to think. Patrick got me the Forever Rose because he's so, he's so good. So he was like, fine, you don't want roses because they'll die. So he got me that like, cute little crystal one that stays forever. And then when I worked the pre-K to kindergarten with in special ed, it was so cute. One of the kiddos, he brought us a rainbow rose. I don't know if you guys have ever seen one of those. Deek shalom. Sunflowers, those what I had on my wedding. I love sunflowers. They make me so happy. And did you know that sunflowers, if there's not enough sun out, they actually face each other to like give each other the vibes? Like, how fucking cool is that? Hot, pink, and black. Ooh, a black rose is just like stunning. I actually love black flowers and dream to have an all black flower. Dude, Danny, that would be fucking badass. I am definitely getting more into my plant mama vibes. My garden's doing good. It was so cool. Well, it's funny because right now I'm talking about gardening with plants, but I'm also talking about like, you guys know the code, the gardening for, I'm trying to think, beekeeping and that kind of stuff and the devil's lettuce. So it's cool that I know I haven't got to work with a lot of brands, and I've, as my parents are like, you're not, being public about it is gonna decrease your chances, and blah blah blah. Not everybody likes it. Be more likable, Tawny. Don't be so aversive or whatever. What's it? Controversial. But I'm like, first of all, it's getting legal everywhere. And after 2 brain surgeries, I can tell you that that fucking plant has helped me more than so many other things. So I will continue to advocate for it, especially when I went to the Cleveland Clinic. And when they asked me why I'm not taking all my other meds, like I'm not on anti-seizure, I'm not on antidepressants, and they were like, what are you doing instead? And I said, gardening. And do you know what my neurosurgeon at the Cleveland Clinic said? Oh, okay, yeah, makes sense. And then and I'm not saying this because I'm not a doctor, I'm a mermaid, so please consult your doctor. But usually most people are like, well, I thought with a stroke you couldn't. I said, the the signs say no smoking because it's too long to put no smoking cigarettes. They just don't want you having tobacco. So no more blunts. Um, I used a rose little jimajoo, and then I used vases. Paul McCartney wore a black rose on his coat on a Beatles song. Ooh. Your vibes have really helped me with my messed up brain. Thank you for fucking saying that. And also, it's really funny how many of you guys are like, I haven't had brain surgery, or like, I don't think I'm neurodivergent. And I'm like, maybe you aren't neurodivergent, but you love someone who is, because there's no way you could follow along on my lives. Like, I'm all over the place. So it helps. Those of us who are neurodivergent, we actually process things better by talking to somebody. So, and also, I found since my second brain surgery, I don't always regulate my emotions the best. So it helps to talk things out, because sometimes, honestly, I will be like, it wasn't that bad that wasn't that bad. And my friends have had to be like, oh, no, no, like, Tawny, that was not okay. So I tend to let a lot of things slide. Former people pleaser. So uh, that's why I think it's funny now that some people, like with my boundaries post and stuff, I just feel that audio. It's like, it's not about you. The people who think you're talking about you, it's like, then maybe you shouldn't be a dick if you think, oh, my posts are about you, because 9 times out of 10, it's probably not. It's not about you. I have felt so much better ever since going to more natural. Absolutely. MS. Okay, so I have a fellow warrior who has MS and multiple aneurysms. She's the ninja warrior. Oh, what happened here? Ooh, we got like oh shit, because I had different stuff on my chest. Ooh, that is not working. We need to get that off of us right now. Let's do a little toner. I washed my face. I'll be honest, I didn't. The brain fog and speech and my aphasia. Yes, I will tell you, because the anti-seizure meds and the antidepressants, they made me slow motion. And I hated it, and I felt so foggy. I felt like I was in a fish tank. I tell people, I'm like, I felt like I was in a fish tank, and everybody was watching me and interacting with me, but I felt like, whoa. I love carnations, and then I found a guy at the farmer's market that would make wood ones, and those are what? He made wood ones. So he did like a woodwork and made them into carnations. Oh, fuck, Elizabeth. I did tag all the products that I'm using, not the makeup palette, because that was a gift and I don't know where it came from. Thank you. Not that she did it to get the shout out, but it's just nice when someone goes, I got a gift for you and I had to because I thought of you. And I'm always like, please, you don't have to give me gifts. I never am doing unboxings to show you guys, because it's more of a, this is so cool. I remember watching everybody's unboxings and being like, I hope I can do that one day. And it's nice to me, the fact that some of you guys think of me and are like, I want to send this to you because I know you will love it. So that is super badass. But I will tell you, honestly, the hearts, the comments, the private messages, those mean so much. And if you really, really want to send me something, you know what my favorite thing is? I love handwritten cards. I love a handwritten card. All my cards I save. If they are handwritten or it's a drawing, it is up on my wall, because I think art and creativity is so important. And whenever my depression's really bad, I look over at my wall and I say, you may feel like a POS right now, but look at all these people who love you. So, however you're feeling is temporary. Don't let these emotions, I almost call them bad feelings, but feelings are not bad or good. They're temporary. We move through them, right? I have heart issues that have gotten better since seaweed. Yes. Seaweed helps so much, being a mermaid. My mom was not the biggest advocate of my gardening, okay? But what I can tell you, after she witnessed me have my second brain surgery, I was healing and recovering at my parents' house, and she saw how much gardening helps, to the point that um the one day I was like crying and just like super upset. And she said something that I thought I would never ever hear my mother say, because she was someone who goes, if I found out you gardened every day, I would send you to rehab. Okay. So that mom, after seeing me through a brain surgery, she said, go garden, because I know how much it helps you. So like, she was actively telling me to garden. She was also, because she works at a concert venue, she's so cute. She was like, do I need to help get you stuff? I'm like, oh my God, I like, if I could go back and tell high school me, I would have been like, shut the fuck up. Mom would never be okay with that. But that's why I advocate so hard, because when someone's in chronic pain or nausea or dealing with things, and we have listened to the doctors and we've tried everything, why wouldn't we try a plant? Why wouldn't we? So until, you know, it's more normalized, I'm not going to shut up about it. That's so sweet. Keep doing what you're doing. I love you for saying that, how I word things. Ooh, it is. I know. It'll just block you. My last reel. Left me unable to walk or talk. It's been a long journey of rehab. You, Danny, I can't wait to hug you. Like, and I know that some of you guys were like, whatever. When I have gotten to meet people in person, it has been so fucking impactful. and just like Elizabeth, do you guys understand how many times we got to meet each other? And then it was so cool when she came out to California. I have to say, whatever you believe in, source, higher power, God, whatever. The fact that her and Rich were out here during my stroke anniversary, and that is when they broke the news that I had my worst fear, another brain aneurysm, needed to have another brain surgery. They were here. And since they were vacationing and we were doing fun stuff, it helped me get through probably one of the most emotional times. And we would have never met if I would not have opened up and been sharing everything, and we wouldn't have found each other on the internet. So people can say what they want. Now, have I met some people off the internet and they were not what they appeared? Fuck yes. Okay. Yeah. There is a reason why some people are just good on camera. But I can say from having enough people luckily meet me, you get what you get. I had a brain surgery. I can't, of course I try and cuss not as much. So I will say in person, I cuss a lot more, and and I burp a lot. I'm super burpy. Like if I drink something, I'm probably gonna burp. And I don't try to mute them. Like my husband's like, you don't even try to make them quiet. You like megaphone them. I'm like, I don't fucking megaphone them. I used to megaphone them. I used to go, that was a weak one. That was weak sauce. The power is real. I will hug you one day. We are. No, and what's really cool is to see your journey through it all. So like, even if you aren't documenting it publicly, just to be like, wow. Like, it's weird, Facebook, when sometimes it shows me the anniversary of the friendships, I'm like, holy shit. And like, I know because I started going live in 2017, January 12th, 2017. I won't ever forget that because there's 12 months in a year. And there's a couple of you that are here from that day. And that's badass. Like, you've seen me through blue hair, green hair, coming out about being bi. What else? There's been so many divisive things that I'm like, well, the cannabis. Oh, I almost just said it. Oops, the gardening. What am I doing? I feel like something's missing. Oh gosh. Hello, the highlight. And let me know down below who. I was just going to get Tarte because I feel like everyone has Tarte. And honestly, after seeing that Tarte brand trip, I'm like, girl, if I could manifest that and one day get to do that. Imagine me, the mermaid there. So I was gonna get their tape, like their little bronzer and stuff, because as you can see, I don't contour. And I know it's time. Everybody is like, Tawny, why do you do your fucking makeup? I just now started using primer, okay? One thing at a time. I don't know what lip colors I want to wear because I'm looking for my bronze, what's it called? Highlight. Because it's right here. I am a huge Jeffree Star because let me just tell you, as a mermaid, how good it does last in the water too. And this highlight, I always get compliments on. It's my favorite, and it's Lick My Glit. You can tell my little bronzer finger is always in there. Oops, I did too much right there. I always do that, and then it's like, hi. It'll look better once we fix our hair. Oh! Sorry, guys. I love hanging out with you. It was so much fun. You and Rich make me laugh so hard. I like that you guys have my sense of humor. Well, I think, look at me, my sense of humor. Doesn't everybody have that? Right? And I love saying it. My favorite is when people are like, wait, what are you wearing? And I get this little smirk and I go, lick my glit. And they go, what? I'm like, lick my glit. That's what the highlight's called. Yes, thank you. I'm so proud of you. Can I just give you the hugest shout out, hearing that you have MS and you are working out? It motivates me. Every Wednesday, me and Tracy, she's a fellow stroke survivor. Maybe I should do my little mini buns. We go live. We do some movement just because I do need to prioritize. I have lost a lot of strength in my stamina, especially since the second brain surgery. So I'm trying to rebuild it. Okay, maybe we won't do space ones. I don't know where my brush is. I'm redoing this makeup room. It's not a makeup room. It's a fucking animal room, and I've just shoved myself into it. And I'm sure those of you are like, Tawny, we've been hearing for a really long time that you were gonna fix it. And here's me. You guys, wait. You want to see the setup? You're gonna laugh. Are you ready for it? Okay, because to sit here, I am on, this is a chair. This is a dining room chair. Okay, there we go. Yep. It's been like that for way too long. I had to after my last rip. The weight was not helping me. Down 100. Oh my God. That is fucking awesome. You lost a person. Now, should I go grab the brush? Should we just try and do the fingers? It's been in a ponytail for so long that it's like, is it going to separate? Sometimes these make the best space buns because my hair is just a mess. I should go get the unbrush. But I'm going to be lazy. It's not lazy, you're conserving your spoons. I'm trying to also change how I talk to myself. Remember how mean I used to be? Fuck. I mean, I'm still pretty mean to myself. I'm nice to everybody else, but I like to beat myself up. Anybody else? Anybody else in that group where you're like, hey, I'm so, and that's actually what changed it was be like, I would never talk to other people that way. Why do I talk to myself that way? So you can slowly start to change it. Okay, that's fucking messy as shit, but that's fine. Sometimes the first one always goes up bad. Okay. My grandma was like, "What did you call them?" I'm like, "Space buns. They're cute little space buns." And my hair is growing out, so except a whole bunch of you are encouraging me to get my side shave again. So I had it on this side, and that hair is so much thicker from all of the hair shaving, you know? So I think I actually want to do my other side. No, that did not work out. We have to refix that. Actually, no. Maybe it might not if we just... Sometimes, here's my trick. Look, see how that was just weird? Sometimes I just have to grab a little bobby pin, fix this. Don't put yourself down because you haven't done that. It's just on the to-do list, and you will get it done when you feel like it or have the spoons to do so. Read your bio. Glad you're okay. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Five Flame. Thank you for coming on and being nice. I will be honest. I have been really bad about responding to YouTube comments because, man, I thought trolls were mean on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, but the trolls on YouTube, some guy I showed, the kittens on the inside and that there was the chicken on the outside, and someone's like, "Ew, I can smell that house from here." And I was just like, first of all, I have air filters, and I've been with two cats. I've been changing their litter box like probably crazy amount of time, like probably almost every 2 hours or every hour. But anyways, my response to his comment was, I go, well, I would rather have a well lived in house full of love than live in a museum. And then I said, have the day you deserve. Because that's just going to be my response now. If you're going to take time and energy out to say some mean shit to me, I'm not going to be mean to you, but I'm just going to tell you to have the day you deserve. So that later when karma, because if you're that much of an a-hole, karma going to take you down. I don't need to. But hopefully I'm not healed enough that it won't bring me a little bit of joy that for a moment you might think of me because you're like, damn it, she told me to have the day I deserve. Maybe I shouldn't have been mean to her. Okay. Yeah, whatever. We're just going to do it spicy like that. I think once I'm not in PJs, it won't look as bad. Yeah, the trolls gravitate towards YouTube where they can spill their insecurities. 100%. And that's the thing. And I know that it is hurt people, healed people. And like, the more you are positive and trying to put that out there, the more people are going to try and come and like push it down. So one way that, it's like some other people, they're like, I don't read the comments. So like on YouTube, I will be honest, like I probably do it every couple weeks. I go in there and then I mass just like respond to all the comments. So then for me, I don't take it as personally. Whereas like on TikTok, on Facebook, and on Instagram, like I respond to comments almost like right away because I like to build up that connection and have conversations. Whereas on YouTube, I feel I haven't built that up yet. So, shalom if I didn't say shalom. Which side does your sister have it on? I don't know what earring. I should wear these because it's almost going to be Pride and Gilly made these. Yeah, so then I'll get... And yes, sometimes I do my makeup and then it helps me pick my outfit out. Sometimes I pick my outfit out and then I do my makeup. Your house is clean and I have been there. Thank you for saying that. Yes. Not that I have to prove that, but I know on social media there's so many people, and just to tell you, like, you can set something out, because who has been at somebody's house where their dining room, like their entryway, looks immaculate? Because what? They know people come over and see it. People are naturally messy. I'm a creative person. My spoons would be much rather spent on loving, nurturing, connecting than vacuuming every day. Yes, we have a lot of animals. Should I vacuum every day? Probably. Let's be honest. I've had 2 brain surgeries. Vacuuming is actually really hard. It takes a lot out of me still. So I tend to do it like every 2 or 3 days. I frankly don't understand it. It feels so much better to be positive and treat people decently. Nora's on. Shalom. Five Flame, thank you for coming on. It's sad, but when you start to look and you're like, they seriously don't know how else to make a connection with someone but besides to be mean to them, because no one has given them the time of day. That's why I say usually on lives, I don't try to be mean to trolls right off the bat, because they're reaching out because they want attention, negative or positive. So if you can, instead of be negative, be like, hey, like, do you need a hug? Like, sometimes I'll say that when someone comes on is really mean. I'm like, wow, someone needs a hug. Because that's what you're saying right now. Your scream of like the guy who was trying to say that, I'm transgender. I was like, okay, buddy. Hi from Fix Coffee's bathroom on a break. You guys, okay. How many people do you know say, I'm going to do this, and they never do it? They're like, I'm going to open a coffee shop. I'm going to give her a huge shout out. Not only did Nora freaking open up a coffee shop and she is rocking it, she is also a mom, a foster mom, which is not easy, okay? And so I just want to give her a huge shout out, because we don't celebrate ourselves enough. And especially as women, I've noticed that guys talk about their accolades. They're like, I've done this, this, this. Women were like, well, like even me, I'm like, oh, it was kind of, like it was a little thing. My little website, it's new. I've only had it for a couple months. So it's like I'm trying to work on downplaying the things that I've accomplished, because especially right now with how the world is, it's so fucking hard to do anything new, anything besides what's just the norm and the status quo. So I'm so proud of you. If you guys do have Instagram, I know they have an Instagram. And if you do have a small business, I love supporting small businesses. So just because on TikTok Shop, it has been collaborating with brands like The Ordinary, Happiest Hours. You guys know, fuck, I drink these like, do we like Happiest Hours? Oh, it's not my favorite or anything. I'm not obsessed with it. So terpenes, I know that Deke had some, and because he wanted my giveaway. So I do different giveaways. Sorry, I heard something, but it's the cup of this. So yes, Fix Coffee, FIXX_ coffee. Thank you, Nora. I'm gonna put it up here. Ba, ba, ba. And can I write it here on my TikTok? John, shalom. I love you. Look at how much we're doing better though, because you remind me to celebrate myself. Looking for spots for the jazz club I want to open here in Texas. Okay. I'm thinking on my website, I want to like open up. I don't know how to do it yet, so that's why I haven't, but like almost like an announcement page, so that people who are like, oh, I'm doing this, I could like put it all, so that, because I know I'm only in California, but there's so many of you guys that are in other. So if you are a tech person and or just like, honestly, with the new kittens, I just haven't had the bands. And with it being Stroke Awareness Month and being an awareness ambassador, plus I didn't start, but I'm making ways to start. I've already said it. I'm going to be volunteering at the hospital. So just once a week, not like all the time. But so this month has just been a lot in all the best way. So I'm always open to help and suggestions. Like I mentioned, my resource page, Tawny the Neuro Mermaid, and I update it weekly. So I have affirmations there. I have different podcasts that I listen to, podcasts that I've been on. My Amazon front is there. So if you don't like shopping through the TikTok, I've just been trying to make it so that it's all there, so people aren't like, I haven't gotten I sent you a message and da 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 because I knew I have taken more of a backseat. I used to live in my inbox and be like, I have to try to get through it. And it has finally gotten to a point where I was like, 20, it is not humanly possible. Um, so I've been trying to put all the things that everybody asks about. So the more things you guys ask about, the more I can add to it and get it better. So I love and appreciate you guys. I'm going to get back to this Friday routine of just doing some fun makeup because I realized what's really cool about healing is I used to feel like if I didn't put on makeup a lot of times, I would just feel blah. And lately, because I've been just healing so well that I don't feel like I need to wear makeup or I'm just doing skincare. And so I do miss doing my colorful looks, but it's also really nice because I look back and I know a lot. Whitney! Shallow. I was just saying, I used to have big ass eyelashes on. And if you notice, that was in 2020. My depression was the highest. We were stuck wearing fucking masks or stuck at home. So my makeup, boom, I'm still a mermaid. It's still going to be wild. I still feel like this is mermazing. But I just haven't been doing full makeup looks. And I didn't even do my lips. Should we do purple lips? This Ariel purple? Or is it too much? Well, who are we talking about? It's never too much. Thank you for the likes. I know I missed you. I'm sorry I haven't been to hug you guys. It's been too long. It really has. I know, never too much for you. That is one of my favorite things. People like, I mean, usually I would say no, but on you. But I have to tell you guys, I remember when my sister wore black lipstick and I was like, I could never do that. So a couple years ago, I was there. And now look at me in my PJs live putting on makeup, giving no shits. And I have had people come on a live and go, too many colors. And I say to that, that's never enough. I've only been to one. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. You know, everybody's like, you just like, I don't know. I'm working on that thing of not feeling like everybody's living their own life. Nobody is thinking, oh my God. But I guess it hit me when someone was like, we didn't even know that you still drink ketones. I'm like, what? Just because I don't show it in my stories every day? Like, literally, I don't know how many times I have to say, as soon as I drank those ketones and they turned my fucking brain on, I was hooked. I was like, there's no going back. I love them. So for me, it's just, it helps so much. And the fact that I have nails, I know right now they're not really long because I cut them all off because they weren't growing healthy because I started going and getting my nails done. And so now I'm doing them at home. So yes, I still drink ketones. In fact, I got hubby. He's going to do the jump with me next month, which is our 14-day program. It's customizable every day because I don't even like saying the word program. It's a support. So there's food plans in there. There's guides. There's people if you do want to count your micro macros, all that shit, but I don't. To me, it's just about making healthier choices and prioritizing my movement. So if you're into that, I do still do that. You can check on my resource page or you can message me. But yeah, we're all done. We're all made up, and now it's gonna be all cute when I have my clothes, right? Never. All right. I love you guys. I know that might be crazy to hear, but there's people out there who hate people for no reason. So we got to keep giving out more love. All right. Bye.